că nu deschis, că nu înțeleg.
Stai să vedem că
Ești offline?
Da.
Și nu trebuie să treci online sau începe
Trebuie să mă tragă ăsta.
Ai ușor?
Nu știu.
Eu zic să o sun pe boară să ne zic. Sending data.
Training, gata. Poți să dai un refresh la
Clasic.
Steam?
Să refresh. Da.
Și nu merge?
Ce să mai avem?
Mai dă o dată. Stai să mai lăsăm puțin.
Acum am început.
Ok.
Hei, dar vezi că e ăsta cu... Se vede la...
Ce?
Se vede așa. În continuare se vede la fel.
Păi ia puțin ce. Sper. Gata. Da, trebuie să fie ce e pe...
Ce?
Are delay mare.
Nu am câte delay.
Uite, eu acum vorbesc și tu te uiți acolo. Uite, deja sunt față.
Sunt făcut care se uită la noi de asta, dar urmă ca să zic.
Nu știu. Hello.
Hello, does anybody hear us? Deci, lași pagina de Kickstarter deschisă cu dashboard-ul.
Păi, dashboard-ul? Ce dashboard?
Nu e dashboard, dar e tu ăla.
Da.
Jesus, cu vă de reluare.
Nu știu pe Facebook ce se întâmplă.
Da, serios trebuie să...
Automod has been enabled. Hey! Yo, can you hear us?
Nu știu ce să...
Hey, they can hear us.
Yay!
Oh. So,
How are you all doing?
Choki Waki, I think that's a bot. I don't know.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So we are at the ending of the campaign. We are dead tired, and
Yes.
we are barely making it to the last live stream tonight. So
And yeah,
we are quite. It's our first live stream, so we don't really know how to do it. So if you don't have any questions, please ask. Help us a bit start this live stream.
and there are 90 hours to go,
Yep.
and we are at 995 backers, and really close to
To 1K.
yeah, and 40K,
40K.
which is our next stretch goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are very excited about it.
Yes. And we prepared a special mission for Soli. In case you didn't see, it's saving a pet, like a
Yes.
magic cat. Yeah.
This will not be a companion, but it will be a pet that will greet Soli in the village, and then you'll have a special quest tied to that pet.
Protect the kitten. Yes.
Very, very cute cat.
So my question is, can you hear us well, or the sound is bad? Because we don't know here. Oh yes, it's fine.
Great.
Yeah, Niels was a colleague of mine in high school,
Yeah.
and he was at Păstrăv's wedding.
So didn't show us any pictures from the
Yeah,
wedding.
I didn't.
You
I didn't.
you owe us one.
Okay,
It's
so what are we going to do in this live streaming? We'll obviously we'll get questions from you. We will talk about the game, future plans, and we can show behind the scenes what happens in Unbound. And how is the overall experience of a Kickstarter?
Overall experience of a Kickstarter is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And we were like dead tired. We thought that well, we're gonna write some updates and we've been like so like 2 flowers. So innocent, but it's not the case.
Yeah.
We are at the end of our powers, but it's exciting. It's absolutely exciting. It's been such a good experience. We learned a lot, and we're so happy that we've managed to gather such an awesome community. It was a great surprise for us that the people got involved with our project, and it's very flattering that people really care about what we're trying to do, because Unbound is our sole project, so yeah, when people care about what we care, it makes us really happy.
Yeah. I don't know what to add to that.
Whatever you feel. How was it for you?
Personally, I have an expression for that. It was like a roller coaster of emotions.
That's
Because,
a good description.
Yeah. So in some days I was sad. In some
One
days
day we were totally down, like
yes.
Everything is going bad and nothing going according to plan. Then the other day when things start getting better, we are like so hyped. Wow, ready! It's so fine. And
so someone is asking about tips for Kickstarter. I have 2 tips. You have to have a polished demo. That's the first one.
A vertical slice.
A vertical slice and
game.
really polished, like the best you can do. And the second one is to have a community around the game, because they will help you a lot, like you did for us.
And I have one tip: do your homework. Research all the projects that are in your genre. See how they did, see what they did and went well, or what went wrong with them, and
Half of the like that.
okay, and start from there. Just do your homework quite in advance, and work to make a very clear campaign.
Yeah.
Help people understand what you want to do and to achieve with this game, with your game. So people are busy nowadays and they don't really have time to read through all the text. You have to make it absolutely clear in the images and as less text as possible. What is your project about?
Hey, more people are coming. Yes, and marketing-wise, we did mail YouTubers, press. We work with a PR company, which help us
Get in the press.
Get in the press. But we also work with them, like we also email so many journalists and YouTubers, because
yes, besides the PR company, we did our part of the job. We did reach out to the YouTubers and bloggers and whoever would want to talk about us. We constantly be keeping in touch with people who have their channels or streaming or anything. And you shouldn't rely on the PR company only. You have to do a lot of stuff yourself. It's even better when it's coming from the developers. people tend to trust more when the developers are getting in touch with.
Yeah, these guys make me laugh.
Okay, why?
Yeah, like give us review. I told me I'm sexy, so
Okay.
I'm blushing.
What do you mean? Why only Sergio is sexy? What about me?
Yeah. So, any other questions regarding Kickstarter and our emotions? Oh, there are no trolls here. Do you believe this, guys?
What?
No trolls here.
No trolls here. No trolls. We're just joking around.
Yeah.
Already inside jokes.
How are we feeling? Like we said, exhausted.
Happy and exhausted. It's
Yeah.
just about that. Happy and exhausted. We are so happy that we made it this far. It really is an achievement for us. We were not sure that we would make it this far, but it's
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
Livio says that we're going to 40k, 45k.
Yay! Let's hope so, because I really want the second ending.
The second ending is at 40k, but he's going up to 45.
Oh well, I wouldn't mind 45k.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think
Xbox is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's what we you need. And what is the best social media platform? What do you think was the best social media regarding marketing and?
It was a bit guerrilla marketing on Reddit,
Yeah.
which was good in the end, and
Imager. Yeah. Imager,
Yes.
I believe.
Okay, and to keep constant smaller updates, Twitter is a absolutely awesome platform. To do
Yes,
that.
and we try to go on all platforms except Instagram.
Yes,
We are not
I think
users
are
of-
too old for the Instagram. We missed that.
Yes, and I think that someone is on the phone. Like it's really hard for him to just switch to Kickstarter and then
From the phone.
pledge. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but probably yes.
Okay. Next question is:
What was the PR company?
Have you worked with any Romanian YouTubers, or you plan to do that? Actually, some big Romanian YouTubers
Did
videos,
videos on
like
Unbound and
3 or 4
yes.
with over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you need to take a smart
I love
break?
you too, Silvio. 2000.
Are you gonna need to take a small break after the Kickstarter?
Yes, a bit. Yes, we can have to take a little. It's obviously it's summer and will be the vacation time for us.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we also have to work.
Yep.
Like what we need to do. Like
We need to polish the demo and to optimize it so the more people can try it and experience on
Yeah.
the maybe not so performant PCs. And after that, we're gonna start working on the content and
Yeah.
putting together all the we have already developed so far, but just in pieces. We're gonna put them, everything together.
do you see any risk in having two co-producers, the backers with 5K?
No, not really,
No.
because the co-producers, we've talked a little bit with them, and they are really keen to help the project, not to work by themselves on something, to not
Yeah.
support the project in the end.
So one of them was kind enough to want to have only the music. She is a she, and she wants to do some music for Unbound, and we are totally agree with that.
Yes.
And the other
We
one,
are even happy about that because she's an absolutely amazing singer. And
Yeah.
we are kind of excited that she wants to work with us and flattered because she wants to have her name in our game. Honor for us.
yeah, And the second one said that he have some ideas, but we're going to obviously talk with him
after the campaign ends
campaigns,
to see what these ideas are and to see how we can implement them in the game.
So what was the PR company we worked with? Oh, sorry.
We kind of unfocused now.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
Oh, sorry.
There is a delay.
Yeah. So the let me put okay.
So the PR company that we worked, the name is Game If You Are. There are two guys, Lewis and John.
Yes, from England.
Very open to any ideas and very helpful in providing feedback and suggestion to they helped us with the strategy for the campaign, proofreading the campaign, and with our press release, because we are not native English speakers. They've done the proofreading for us. It was very helpful.
Okay, I pray to see another 5K pledge.
Oh well, we don't have that tier anymore available. We have only 2 tiers.
Yeah, 2 tiers, but
5K, but you can make a pledge for 5K, and we'll see how we'll manage the reward tiers.
Yes. Okay, and another question will be, hi Michael. Michael is the pronunciation. Can't wait to see one of those emoticons with Unbound on Twitch next year. Like that Super Meat Boy. Yes, if Unbound is going to have a big successful game, why not? Yeah. If you reach the goal for multiple endings, will it be a single binary choice at the end of the game, various choices through the game, or will the ending be decided based on how many secrets collectibles you found? So we decided to have a binary choice. Yep. At some point, like in Matrix, you have the blue pill and the red pill, and from there
you're gonna take a different path in the game. So it won't be, this choice won't be at the end of the game. You're gonna have to take a longer path to the end, but the choice you'll make a bit earlier in the game. Yeah. So when you would want to replay the game for the second ending, it will be quite a lot of content for you to enjoy more, and not just 2 options at the end and goodbye.
Okay, and about secrets and collectibles, yes, we have a surprise for that as well. Like we are going to alternate, but that wasn't in the stretch goals because we were already doing that. We obviously had secrets in the demo and
secret places, yes.
Yeah, and based on that, the end of the story, the main story, would be a bit alterated, and it gives you some other tips. So that's why you have the secrets. Alien Pixar, you missing proper hashtags. Oh, I don't know how to put hashtags. Maybe someone help me. It's the first time when I'm using Twitch.
Yep.
So I have no idea how to put hashtags. Maybe here in the title, I don't know. Sorry. What games are you inspired by? So for me personally, I'm inspired by puzzle games. What are the puzzle games I'm inspired the most? I think Braid. Yes, Braid is one of my favorite, and Jonathan Blow is an amazing designer and a great game developer. Another one would be Limbo. It's amazing, and it has really good puzzles. But besides that, Portal is another puzzle game that I really like. And for the lore, I like Diablo 2 because it has a really good story and nice quest, and that's how I also designed the quest in Unbound. And what else? What?
Yes, from the point of view of art,
Okay.
I'm inspired by Ori, and Hollow Knight is a great inspiration for the atmosphere and the limbo. Kind of these three games I hold very high up in my regards in terms of atmosphere and graphics. So these are basically our main inspiration. But we do have other games that we like, some bits and parts of other games, and of course we do look for the inspiration everywhere and for a know-how to see how other, if we have problems or we look to other games to see how they solved it and then try to find a way for us to solve them.
Yeah. And now, after you release the no, that's okay. Interesting. Hoping you can reach that goal. Yes. Still 4 backers to 1,000.
To 1K backers, yes.
Yeah. We
But
need.
it's doable.
Yeah. We need secrets and achievement based on them. On them, I don't follow. We need secrets and achievements. Gary, can you repeat the questions? I kind of lost it. After you release the game, will you share with us the first build concept of Unbound back when you guys started working on it?
Well,
We already did in an update. Check the updates. I think it's over here in updates. I don't know. First, we set that as 55%. So
okay,
this might be.
I guess. At
Yes, this
update from May
May 23,
23rd of May.
23rd of May. Yes. So here you can download the first build of Unbound. Do you still play other games now? If yes, what games? So during this campaign, I only played one match of Counter-Strike.
I didn't manage to play absolutely anything during this campaign. We just a lot of work to be done and
Yes.
didn't have any energy left for the games.
But I have a huge list after that, so that will be Celeste to play because I heard it's absolutely amazing and it's a puzzle. No, it's just a platformer. Then we have Nuclear Throne, which I didn't play, and I heard this amazing game. Then
I'm planning to play
Undertale,
Greece.
Undertale,
Okay.
which has an amazing story, and Baba Is You, which is a puzzle platform, puzzle game. So I already have 4 games to play.
Yes, and I wanted to play Greece. This is my plan. Yes. If
Yeah.
I manage to finish that game, I will be proud of myself because I'm a terrible gamer. I have no gaming skills whatsoever.
I finished Greece. Yes.
I didn't.
So Greece is an amazing game with amazing art, and it's about 3 or 4 hours long,
Yeah.
and it looks really, really awesome. So I can show you here. Greece. You. It's really amazing. Okay, so next question. Yeah, but we already, he's saying that we should show our progression,
Yes.
motivate other
Game developers to push it further.
Yes.
We have available the first demo, and we have a lot of images posted on social media as with before and after, and videos with before and after. So there is some content about our progress, yes, out there.
Yo. So, hey Marco, if we are planning to stream 90 hours from now.
Oh no. I have to sleep.
Yes, we are really tired. We are here from 9 a.m.
And it's almost 9 p.m.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
we are really sleepy.
We need our strength for tomorrow.
Yes,
So,
last hours.
yeah.
Marco makes unbound stream. Can't be bothered making Gibbo streams. Okay, plays the Stanley Parable. I didn't play the Stanley Parable, but I heard it's really good game.
You probably should.
Yeah,
play
like
it.
Livius says that he did an 8 hours long streaming.
Oh, you are here, are our hero. We
Yeah.
just cannot compete with you.
Okay, so Gali posted a picture on Discord. Kickstarter, where? Here. No. Yeah, but I have no idea how to reach.
Go to notifications. Okay. We are totally noobs. So forgive us for that.
Yeah, I have no idea how to reach that. Okay, so if you have any other questions about the game and the Kickstarter, we are here.
Yeah.
So,
Tell something about behind the scenes, some interesting thing about the demo development.
the demo development.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Omno is here.
Always here?
Yes,
Great.
yes.
We have you with us.
We study his campaign
Yes.
from scratch, and he's a great inspiration for us.
It
Yes.
was really helpful, your campaign
Yes.
for us.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Omno is. I think if I write O, that's right here. He had the campaign like 6 months ago, like in the winter, and it went
It's absolutely
really well.
beautiful game.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere, and we did learn a lot from your campaign. So thank you for that.
Yes. Okay, so what will you be drinking tomorrow when the campaign wraps up? So I'm not much into alcohol. Like I don't drink.
He's just too young.
Hey, I'm 29. No, but I don't like to drink.
I will drink a very, very, very cold, ice cold beer. So that's
Ice
what
cold
I will be
beer, okay.
drinking.
Yeah, it's not a promo. It's really helped us a lot. Like your campaign was like a bible for us.
Yes. On how to do it. We have absolutely no idea on how to create a Kickstarter campaign. We didn't know how much work it takes and how much planning goes into it and how much
Yeah.
do stuff and then redo, write and rewrite all the campaign. So yeah.
We also have to mention Liviu here
Yeah.
because Liviu Boar, the creator of Gibbous, he's another Romanian, and
Because he already had a Kickstarter
Kickstarter.
campaign which was successful and funded. We were already all the time we were asking him about what should we do now, how we should do that,
Yes.
how we should do, and he was kind enough to help us with all the advices he had for us.
so he says that that the guy sucks.
What guy?
Gibbous Games writes that Liviu sucks.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Why leave you? Don't you like yourself at all? Come on, we like you.
Hey. Okay, so what other questions do you have? You asked me before about the demo.
Now, what's something that stuck with you from the developing of the demo? Just want to
Like a huge problem, or
like something funny maybe, or anything you want to share that wasn't shared until now.
oh my god, I don't know, maybe the centipede.
The centipede. Oh yes, we had to take it out of the demo.
So we had
We had
a
problem
master. I think we put in updates and the fun art.
You can see in the demo, Centipede. Centipede should have been in the cave, but because it was so buggy, he was like walking with his head into the ground, and we cannot make him walk properly. So we decided on the last day to take him out just and to allow us a bit more time to make it a proper centipede. But it's one of my favorite monsters in the game, so it will be there.
Okay, so let me show you the centipede really quick. So the centipede is
this one, the C.
The C. Just a second. Maybe I can make this bigger. Okay, so because Unreal Engine doesn't have in 2D like constraints, we have to use a plugin, and that didn't work very well. So yes, the centipede is a bug with really
a lot of bugs.
A lot of bugs.
So it gave us a huge headache, but it's a good monster, and we'll have it in the end.
So the next question is, will you guys start streaming while working on programming or art on the game from now on? It's quite normal to see the developers working on their games and streaming at the same time here on Twitch. I think that's a great idea.
That's a great idea. I'm a bit shy of working when someone is looking in my desktop, but I guess I have to pass over.
Yes, you have to use with that.
Yes, and I will do a stream. I'm not so sure that will be an exciting one, but for everyone who wants to be very, very bored, they can look at me painting.
Okay, I missed the light and focus going off and the volume being too high or too low. I'm used to these things since stuck in attic streams. So I guess we don't have the right equipment for now, so sorry about that. This is our microphone.
We are on a low budget, so
you have to understand us. Okay, so
next time we'll be better prepared. That's a promise.
Bug testing eliminated the centipede. Yeah, we are. So he said that Liviu constantly had technical problems. We are better than Liviu, right?
So we don't have technical problems?
Yes.
Okay.
At least at streaming we are better.
It's the beginner's luck.
Yes. I love watch you paint a bit. You don't even have to talk much if you don't want to.
Okay.
So Red Saber wants to know your secrets.
Okay, then I'll be willing to share. I will be sharing them.
So if you reach 40K, will you post pictures of you with a solid hat?
Solid hat?
Solid hat? You mean the hood or what? Or is that? So
Yes, we will.
Hi, come on, Reaper. Why do you? Reaper is Alex for that.
Okay, Alex. If you will make us a solid hat, I promise you I will wear it. And I will share my picture everywhere on all the social media.
So Barracuda asking, did you have any nightmares or dreams related to the game during the campaign? No, because we didn't sleep.
Yes, to dream, you need to sleep.
Okay, so your question now from Rock Name. Your monster seems to be inspired a lot from insects, but what are other sources of inspiration for them? Or for the monster we've not yet seen? So we do have another monsters which are bugs as well.
Insects. We have a monster inspired from a plant, from a carnivorous plant. We have a monster that is in the first portal that's inspired from the huge rock. It's like a moving rock, but with the insects element to it. But we will be working on more monster designs, of course, and we'll make them
in the game.
Make more various
Various.
Various, yes. They won't be just insects. There will be a lot more of them, and inspired from all the different aspects of nature.
Like, for example, the mushroom bee is not an insect.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration for you for that?
Bad dream.
Okay.
No, actually, a Scorpio was the inspiration for that one.
Who?
A Scorpio.
A scorpion? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a strange scorpion. Okay, and hello, just passing to say good luck. Let's go for the sweet 40K.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Let's
Let's go.
we have an expression in Romania, rupe fushu.
No, don't.
let's-
Please do not translate.
Let's
Don't try.
let's nail him. You know, I'm also on Facebook, right? And
Are you?
on Steam.
We are
Yes.
on Steam as well, but on Facebook I don't know if.
But
on Facebook.
we are going to respond only on Twitch because it's hard to be on Facebook and Twitch as well. So if you have any other questions, please access the Twitch link.
Are you sure we are on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on my profile.
Oh, okay.
If you can go there, maybe we have questions as well there. Okay, so yes, Alex, I wear the hat of Soli.
Okay.
Make a crossover with Gibbous and
Okay.
other Cthulhu creature in the game.
What?
So we should do a Cthulhu.
Like
We should do a Cthulhu.
a Cthulhu creature in
Yeah.
the game?
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
should be a boss one, I think.
Yeah. So don't forget that we have a tier at a higher tier, yes, and as a reward you can design a monster.
Yes.
Yes, maybe Liviu can do that one because he's a master in.
Well, Livio actually helped us with the NPCs a lot. These gorgeous looking NPCs in the village
Yes.
is his work. So we are open to the suggestions
Yeah,
for the masters.
yeah. So look again on Discord. I've explained how to put tags. So Gary really wants to help us. Let's see again, maybe. Okay, English.
Okay, in the meantime.
Okay, what I've done here. Oh my god, I don't know what I did. So I pressed a button and everything
Disappear.
disappeared. I don't know if I'm.
Let me check.
Ah,
This button.
okay. About live streaming. So I pressed English and what?
Press.
English, okay, and what? Now I have this. Add filter. Game developer.
What hashtags should we insert there?
But I think that's. Oh my god, how many streamers are here?
Just type in unbound.
I mean, it's important to have that, but I didn't even know that there are tags on Twitch. Oh no, the stream
The
chat.
chat?
Okay,
Disappeared?
what happened?
Okay.
Are we still there? Okay, so I don't.
That would be not so awesome.
Okay, so you have to understand, I don't have any experience with Twitch. Maybe we can get some Facebook questions as well.
Okay. Don't have that.
20
Oh, goodness.
comments. Oh my god,
So, no,
why?
we are terrible at this.
Okay, so apparently we are bad with technology.
Okay. If on a scale from 1 to 10, how stressful was the Kickstarter campaign? I'd say about 15. for me. So
Really?
really, it was
Really stressful.
what dimensions do we plan to add? Dimensions in terms of second world. We'll just enrich the second world. We'll make a lot of more monsters and environments. It's probably, I think, if I
We
get
don't know really for sure now how many environments would be.
Yep.
So we have the story, but we have to add another content, and for now we're still adding more dimensions. Okay, thank you, Michael. Romanian game developers have their own Discord server, so that's where you'll hang out. Yes, we have two. In fact, we have FGDA and FGD, and there's a constant fight, which I don't understand why, between them.
because LGDA is an official association of Romanian game developers.
Yeah.
And LGD is just an unofficial associations of Romanian
So
game
do you
developers.
have to be hated by the FGDA people?
No.
FGD people.
No, nobody hates anyone. It's just
Okay.
the more the better, I think.
FGD feels like home. Yes, because the group is more active on Discord.
Yeah, probably yes.
And FGD is present only on Discord. But I know that Alex is the admin and who founded the group is working hard to create a website now
Okay.
and stuff like that. Okay, so any other questions?
To change your mind between LGD and LGDA, we will not change your mind because it's your choice.
No,
Both communities
both-
are
yeah.
great and
Yeah, exactly. So if you have to choose between a Kickstarter and publisher, what do you take?
in the future, I think a Kickstarter again because it's a very valuable feedback for your product, for your game. It's the only way you'll know if people actually likes
Or not? Yeah.
and will buy your game or not, because the publisher cannot know for sure. No matter what they say, they never know for sure. They just hope it will be a success, but they don't.
I would say that we really love the community and
Yes.
uh,
And in a Kickstarter campaign, you also learn about what would players would like more in the game, so you can adapt the design to the people's preferences. You can receive a lot of great feedback and ideas in a Kickstarter campaign, so it's even better for the game in the end
yes.
to have a Kickstarter campaign rather than
But you
directly
cannot.
publishing with the publisher.
You can also have a publisher and to create a Kickstarter as well. If it's a really good publisher, he can put put your game out to.
There are a lot of publishers
many
that are
people.
looking for games that were successful on Kickstarter because it's a game that's already been tested on the market. So
Yes. Okay, so I don't know. You should stream more. So we definitely think.
I guess we will stream more.
Yeah.
I was scared
I'm scared too.
to death of this live stream. I don't know why, but I was. But now I'm feeling quite good here. So we probably should do more. of
Game
it.
dev is a trap. Galley from hell. Why do you think that? So because you're not streaming the whole day, you stream 1 hour or two
Yes.
and maybe present something. You gave us a May 2020 release with extra Kickstarter goals. Will be that achievable? Hope you will not rush it and make the game best you can be. So right now, for the ports, for the Switch port, we are considering taking another developer to work and help us.
So there will be both versions
Yeah,
available
so
at the same time.
Yeah, and we can work on the content, and the other developer will port it in the meantime. what was the animation plus?
The animation plus, we already have someone to help us with animations, so it was a question of funding.
Yeah,
On
because
that point,
we need to pay people.
yeah,
And
people usually work for money.
and hopefully we'll reach
The second ending.
the second ending stretch goal.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for the answer. Also, guys, if you decide to use Twitch more frequently to stream while you work, I could give you an extra hand on administrative. Oh, my voice is dying already.
Oh,
So
please don't die on us. Thank you for the offer.
Yeah.
I think we will need it because we are totally noobs.
it's our first time on Twitch. I'm glad you are enjoying streaming. We love to hear from you and see what you are up to. So, what's the next week for us? If Unbound is going to be funded.
If
Because-
Unbound is going to be funded, we will be celebrating for a day, for a whole day.
Yes,
And,
it's a huge.
Then we're gonna back to planning our each step.
It's a huge achievement for us this
Yeah.
Kickstarter, because during the development, as a developer, I can say that you have your ups and downs. You can lose motivation
Yep.
during the development, and to see that what you created and people love it, and you barely have any negative reviews, it's really
It's uplifting and
Yes.
it's encouraging, and it gives us power to move forward, and we're gonna have to regroup a bit about after the Kickstarter and to plan everything out and start working, of course,
yeah.
because we have a very quite tight releasing date, so
Yeah.
we're gonna get to work.
Okay, so I'm glad you're enjoying stream. Okay, so Broland left because he has to sleep, I guess. So another. I don't know which one you are Aterosa. Do you know Aterosa? Aterosa, you are from Romania or? Sorry, my voice is dying. You are Twitch pros in my book.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I guess
It's one page book.
last couples of weeks we did so many interviews, especially in Romania, and we got used to it.
Accustomed to it, so we are beginning to feel a bit less stressed on the camera,
Yeah.
less anxious on the camera, and just
And right now we know lots of you from the chat, and it's like talking with friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't have any beer here. It's like being in a pub.
Yeah. So what's the next question? Can you also read some questions from Facebook?
There are no more questions on Facebook.
What dimensions? Okay.
No, so we answered that one. No.
Okay. EGD is backing you guys.
Thank you. It means a lot.
During the last 30 days, what was literally the hardest thing you had to do? The hardest thing.
I guess writing first update.
The first update?
Yes. I think, I don't know.
The hardest thing. I don't know either.
It just doesn't really come into our mind.
The whole Kickstarter as an experience is hard.
Yes.
Yes, but it's like the exam to your university. That's beside the Kickstarter. I don't know. So I think I slept like 4 or 5 hours a night every day, and that can.
Take a toll on you
Yes.
in the end,
Mhm.
but
So I have to recover and sleep at least 6 because I cannot sleep any longer than that. So, yeah, sleep during the Kickstarter, I think that's difficult. Yeah, because right before you go to bed, you check if everything is okay, and you.
You're always on your toes. You always have to be prepared and to make updates on the go. You always have to be very aware of everything that's going on with the campaign, and this really gets you hyped, and sometimes it gets you down if things don't go as you would like to. So it's quite an emotional time. So this is why you do have less hour of sleep. It's because you cannot sleep, not necessarily because you don't have time. You are constantly aware and worry about the campaign. So basically, this is why we are so tired. It's just emotional tiredness more than physical one.
Yeah. So will you open for a future interview with me too? Yes, any interview you're going to do.
Yeah.
So here's a question: do you manage to stay? How did you manage to stay focused on a project for as long as needed without losing your spark? What keeps you motivated to finish it?
We really like Unbound. It's a project we like. We don't have to make ourselves work. We just want to work on it. We want to make it better, to make it more appealing to everyone. Just because we really enjoy our project, and this is what kept us going for so long.
Yeah. So if you have a project that you kind of like it, but you don't love it, I guess
you can lose it in time.
You lose
but
motivation
when you really love your project, it's just you cannot do anything else beside that. It's as simple as that. There is no other project I would rather work on right now.
Okay, and another thing is the deadlines. So
yes.
what we try to do is to get the game to conferences like Comic-Con, Gamescom. So we try to go to many conferences, and you know that if you have a conference over 3 months and you have to show your game there, you cannot go with the same game you went last year. So you have to work.
You establish a deadline and you have to work and fix every problem you know you have in the game, and just to go and test it all over again, and then find if there is more problems. There are more problems, and there is more work to be done. So these conferences are very important as deadlines, and keeps you on your toes, and makes you fix everything in time for the very next play testing and game testing, and
yeah, exactly.
it's helpful.
And
actually.
when you see people that enjoy the game at conferences, it really motivates you to continue. So that's also. So getting paid. We were getting paid for that? No.
No.
Not
For
at all.
what?
For what?
No. No, the Unreal grant money helped us. It kept us going for a bit, but those money ran out, and then now we are waiting for the Kickstarter campaign to end and see what funding we will have in the end, and planned.
Yeah, for the development.
For the development until the end of the project.
And so we had the Unreal grant.
Yep.
And me and Olga, we also were teachers in our spare time. Like we inversed. Like Unbound was the main thing.
And we tried to make some money on the side with teaching some classes. I was teaching on Photoshop classes. Sergio was teaching on Unity classes. So we kind of make some money on the side to keep going.
And how is the teaching for you?
It's awesome.
Where do you teach?
I teach at the Game Dev Academy. There is a private school in Bucharest that focused on IT industry, especially on the gaming industry. And I teach there Photoshop for beginners, and it's really exciting because I was surprised when I learned some things from my students, which are beginners, and have over 16 years of experience in Photoshop, and there are still a lot of stuff I don't know. And sharing with them all the knowledge and getting them excited about learning Photoshop, and who knows, maybe some of them will be my colleagues in time. I don't know. It's exciting to know.
You mean do you want to hire them to work on our
Oh, why not? If there will be someone keen to work and talented and passionate, why not?
Yes. And I teach Unity at another private school. They were teaching multiple languages, and Unity and C# was one of them. And I really liked it, but it ended like 4 months ago. So since that, I didn't take any other classes.
Yeah.
But we really enjoyed, and that also make us talk even more in front of people and
just getting better at public speaking, because we are really not good at it, but we are trying, we're learning.
Okay, so now I won't use my other account. I don't know what he's talking about. What do you mean, Michael? Oh wow, teacher, so you didn't meet because of a car wreck. I think he's, you don't know the Gibbo story, like Livio and Niku, the programmer, meet after they crash each other, cars, and it was like, hey, I'm playing video games.
Okay, so they didn't thought about it.
Yeah.
They just start working together.
Oh, the camera is also.
Okay, focus, camera.
Okay, now. Okay. They meet because of the dogs. No. Are you in the same office with Anne Berbeche? Yes, we are.
Yes, we
He's renting this whole place, and he was kind enough to
rent us 2 desks.
Mm-hmm. Now I understand that they are giving the online lessons a bit more, being teachers. Yes.
Yep.
Which country rules your campaign most pledges come from? Okay, so let's see.
I think from the United States.
United States
is in first place. The second place is Romania, and then Germany comes in third. So this is our top 3 countries.
Wow, that's strange, because I expected United Kingdom to be over Germany.
No, it's right in the 4th place, United Kingdom.
Yes, and Canada and Australia. I think that's the countries like for every campaign.
Yep, probably this is the top for every campaign.
Country, USA, city, Bucharest. Yes. Wow, 132 backers from Bucharest.
Yep. Thank you, Bucharest.
Wow. Yeah. And then London. And Cluj. Look how many people from Cluj. Our friends from Cluj. Oh, we are 1999. 99.
Yeah, one more baker. One more baker.
Let's see who is it.
1K.
1K. I can make strange noises, I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
let's
should hear
see.
the way he sneezes. He gives me a heart attack every time he sneezes.
Ah, okay, yes. Whoa, 1,000.
Yay! 1,000! Hey!
That feels so great. That's amazing. I missed the 1K.
Yeah.
Rosa, was that you? He said that he will miss it. But on Discord. Wow. I will drink for that.
Let's drink some water.
On
It's a
Facebook,
delay.
yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. It's not beer, but
Yeah, so
good enough
now,
for now.
the next stop is 40K for the second ending.
Yep.
Woohoo!
You probably just might make it. We are quite close.
Yeah. What else should we do now? So obviously, if you have more questions, please ask.
Yep.
We are thinking and also checking some YouTube videos and see Unbound and discuss over it. So, did you send me
Messenger.
Messenger? Facebook? Oh, what is this? I think you have a question from Cosmin Murza.
What is the question?
He was in the
Ah, Cosmin! It was you, Cosmin. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. So he was the 1000 Becker. Our composer, our great composer, Cosmin.
Okay, so now we are going to watch a video with Unbound. Is this 30 minutes? Is this
It's
a
a
speed
bit,
run?
I think it's a bit speed run, yes.
Okay, let me make this video capture smaller. I hope it's okay now. No, not working. Good. And what we will do, we'll discuss over the art and the design
programming
decisions.
design.
I don't know if programming is that
No.
interesting, but if someone has a question,
So this is the tutorial level. It took me about three weeks to complete it. I worked on that, every asset, I arranged it, the whole lot of assets smaller there. So we really tweaked it a lot. So when the player would enter the games, the atmosphere would be would have a very big impact on the player.
a little bit because you are out of camera. Okay, but what's the inspiration behind those three houses?
The three houses, I actually got inspired by a village in Africa.
Oh,
With
I didn't know that.
Yes, there was. I saw on the Pinterest some pictures with this type of houses in Africa, and I was like amazed by them. I was like, no way, I have to make it in the game. So just no way. So I made the whole village, the whole Solis village, only with three houses because I was mesmerized by that village in Africa. So yes, it's Africa influence.
Oh, okay.
Influence is there.
So this is one of the first design jumps, design decisions for jumps. So obviously this might be a bit hard for someone who
It's quite a tight jump.
but if you miss it, you can you'll fall into this pit, which is merciful.
Yes, it will not kill you.
Yeah, and you can repeat it and go back, and this is even a longer jump, and
So you can learn how long is the jump and to feel the controls of the game.
So even if in the game looks like a simple task, it has some design decisions behind it. Okay, so we have some questions. Can we get fluffy Soli pillows or plushes? So I don't know if if you read the updates.
There will be a Soli provided by Red Saber and Blue Fox.
Yes, it's called. The action is called, or the event is called Unbound World Tour.
Yes.
And Soli, Red Saber and Blue Fox will going to do.
A plushie of Soli,
of
a doll of Soli, and then they will send it out to the next one in line who
next backer, yes.
to the next backer who registered for this event, for them to take a picture with the Soli, post it on social media, and then send it to a.
It doesn't have to be a picture with his face, or to put Soli in some place and.
Yes, or maybe a selfie with
Or
Soli, why not?
But if you don't
It's
feel
up
comfortable,
to everyone.
Yeah.
it's up to everyone to choose how to photograph Soli, and just make a pinpoint on the map that Soli was here, and then send it to the next backer in line for this event. So we hope that Soli will travel by the end of the development of Unbound. Soli will travel all the way throughout the globe, around the globe, and then
come
to us to Bucharest, and then at the lunch we hope we'll have him here with us to be our lucky charm.
So until now we have United States, we have Brazil, Uruguay, Europe of course, Russia, Australia, and someone from Mauritius. Okay, so
I am not up to
there
date
are
with the
over 30 people
already signed up for this event, so you can sign up.
That's amazing. Did all the mages live in tree huts? Yes.
Yes, this is their architecture.
Don't say that this is another demo. You still have not played.
What?
I think that's for Michael. How the character's design comes to this shape. So that's simple. With
the character, the main character, how does
all the characters.
All the characters.
It's based on wizards.
It's based on wizards. It's basically a tribe of wizards, of people with supernatural powers. Not all the powers are as great as Soli's, but they all do have some powers.
Okay, and to emphasize the character even more, so to make them unique.
Okay, in terms of designing the character, so to make them unique and very easy to remember, we gave each and every one of them an object that we exaggerated a whole lot.
So let's go through the and show them. Okay, so that's the next jump. Then we were thinking that this crystal that
is the crystal that guarded the world, and the crystal was in the center of the village, and the villagers took care of it.
Okay. So this is like the chief of the tribe, and as you can see, it has
a very long, elongated hood.
Yeah.
And this hood is specific only to this character only. So it will stand out every time, and anyone could remember and see, okay, I saw this character, I talked already to him once, and now he has some more news for me, and I should listen to him because it's an important character.
And for example, if I stay way back here, I can recognize it immediately just from his shape. So that's
the silhouette is very important for the character. We associated one silhouette with one color, with one main color. So it's mainly green character with the long hood, and each of the characters have these two traits: specific silhouette and specific color.
Yeah. So is Soli a child?
It's a bit of child, yes. It's very young, but not a toddler, but not. It's a child.
Something like Harry Potter.
Probably yes, something like Harry Potter in the second movie.
No, not regarding the age. Like
not age?
The characters, I think is. No, it's like if it's a child like Harry Potter.
It's a child like Harry Potter in the second book, not the first one. The first one is too young, it's like first grade, but it's about second or third. Okay,
so continuing. So here he will tell you that you have to go basically. He
will give you this little quest.
Yeah, like it's really easy for everyone to solve it, and it's one of the. It's like a motive to
start the whole story, to launch the story.
Okay. So he asked you to go behind the walls.
Yes.
And
to bring back a petty bulb for the ritual.
Okay. So now you have more jumps, and this tells you like you can interact with elements from the world. So it's not actually a puzzle.
It's just teaching you that you can use the lever to
Yeah.
activate some objects in the environment.
So for character design, for the guardians, we exaggerated the stuffs of the mages, and just to know them, to be
recognized as a guardian.
Yeah.
That's basically like all the guardians in the medieval time had that very long spears or something. And this is why we came up with this design.
Another thing that we would also want to add is the fence. Like here you can see that how we create a perspective, and you can see it very well over here. And the fence has a meaning when you come back in the fire village, which will be immediately.
So the fence shows you that Soli has left the safe place, the
Exactly.
village's place, and gone out in the wild to complete this little quest he got.
So he's no longer safe here.
Yes.
And here you have one of the first puzzles. It's not actually a puzzle, but it teaches you to
that you can interact with the object, to push and grab a box and
because
to use it for your advantage.
So you cannot jump over the whole cliff. You have to bring the box there. And now we have the trailer. We have to mention that it was our intro and was Andrei Matei and Alex Pelea and Vâlcea on music, but I don't remember his name. Alex Vâlcea?
Alex Vâlcea.
Yeah. They help us with creating this amazing trailer.
This
and
intro
tells you what happens while you are gone.
It reveals the story, while Soli was gone, what happened in the village.
Okay, so obviously a portal is there behind the...
The portal was open, and through the portal the evil forces invaded the village and attacked everyone and ravaged everything, while Soli was out looking for pentacles.
Okay, so how much story will this game contain? It's basically a puzzle platformer, but even in the demo some kind of story seems to be included already.
It will be story-based, the whole game will be story-based.
Because, okay, so the main idea of the game started from mechanics, and the story basically ties all the puzzles and the quest and gives you the motivation to...
Yes, and gives a scope to the game.
So without the story...
Will be just a collection of puzzles. It won't be immersive enough. And all the atmospheres will be made in vain. So we need a story to immerse the player into this atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay, so next. Here... I want to stop over here, and you can see this log, falling from the sky. It's not actually from the sky, it's from
a tree,
from a
taller tree.
But the reason we did that is because after the trailer, people are still trying to go.
When we tested the first time, people still tried to go in the direction they didn't want to go back. And we needed them to go back to see that the village was affected and to experience the story and the consequences of the attack. So we said to make that log to fall burning down. So that
and it blocks you to go in that direction. Yes, it blocks
your way and makes the user go in the right direction.
Yeah, so it was intentional design decision.
Okay.
Because it was not purely for art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so now Soli goes back. He sees that fire is everywhere and the atmosphere is hot.
Yes.
Like the whole yellow is
it's evil. It's
burning.
burning. Everything is burned down.
Okay, so here you meet the first
One of the guardians that fell as a victim for the forces, and he basically introduces you to the second part of the story.
Like what the evil forces did to the village,
and gives you the main quest of the game, the overall quest of the game. Go and find
what happened. And
save everyone.
You can see that the fence is not longer intact. It was broken.
It was ruined.
And you have the feeling we want to emphasize all the
destruction that was made.
So you're not longer safe if you arrive in the village.
Yep.
Okay, so you talk with this guy and decide, and basically this is the portal that was open in the village and did the destruction.
And it shows you that through these portals, the evil forces and creatures enter the story's world.
So it's basically this portal from the trailer.
Yeah.
And when you come back, you encounter the...
Yes, that portal is still open.
Yeah. And here you encounter the first monster.
Yep.
Which also these portals it slows you down.
Yes, yeah.
And you don't.
The mechanic slows you down. It's like in the dream when you're trying to run from the monsters, but you cannot move. So, so it wants to translate this feeling to you, and like you're trying desperately to get away from a huge monster that is just right behind you.
Exactly. So the monster is huge, obviously, to be much more scarier.
Yes, dominating and to overwhelm you.
And eventually you'll pass them, and okay, and here you cannot do anything but fall. And this was design decisions to see that falling will not hurt you.
Yep.
And you can really fall
from very high up, and you won't get damaged or die if you fall on the safe ground, not in spikes or water or deep water, because only deep water will kill you.
Okay, so what other questions? Great art, I love it. I love it. Good job, Olga. I like it most how you use hue saturation value from yellow to dark blue for a star.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Just to emphasize what the atmosphere should give to the player. First time I heard Alex Vele. No, it's Alex Vulcea. Hey, 1001 backers.
Yay!
Keep them coming.
Yes.
They didn't want the destruction of their village.
This is why they didn't want to come back in the village. Yes, probably that is one of the reasons.
No. They like in puzzle platformers, they used to
go from
left
to right.
Yes, like the direction of reading.
Yep.
But we want to make them back because this is going to be Metroidvania style, and
so they have to know that they can go back and forth and up and down.
Okay, I love the parallax scrolling. Thank you very much. That's one of I think we are really proud.
Proud, yes, and we worked a lot on the depth of field and fog and everything behind this parallax. It was quite difficult to achieve, but we managed to.
So you guys should definitely play through the demo on tomorrow's stream. Okay, it's going to help convince people to either pledge or increase pledges.
Okay, it's something to keep in mind.
Okay, if 300 people up their pledges by $5, we'll make the goal. Yeah, that's amazing.
We still have some hours to the end of the campaign, and we are hopeful that people will still pledge enough to reach that goal.
No, sorry, I'm out of the camera. Okay, let's see what happens next in the demo.
Am impresia că tu ai dat toată imaginea asta prea așa.
No, it's okay. Okay, so here you contact the. Here it's like an altar. You fall in this mysterious cave, which has the altar and gives you the first portal.
Yes, it actually is the moment when Soli receives this power that he will have throughout the game. When he takes this jump from the altar, he instantly he is given with this power. This is why we decided to open the portal right in the moment when he takes the crystal.
Yeah.
Because there were players that didn't read the tutorial text and didn't open the portal, and later they didn't know how to advance in the game.
Exactly.
That they have this portal.
And it should be like glorious and
Yes,
big,
it should have a very huge impact on the player.
player,
It's like it should be like, wow, what just happened? Wait a minute, I have to understand what's all
exactly.
about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now he's going to leave this place. Obviously, you cannot advance in the second world.
Yes, the second world, you are blocked there in this cage.
Yeah.
So you have to close the portal.
Here.
This teaches the player that he can open and close his portals, and that, by doing so, he has options in how to advance.
Yeah, and right that is repeated with the border, which you cannot move or push it, and you have to
Open the portal.
open again.
Fast.
So it's the same kind of stuff. Obviously, this player, I think, played a lot.
Yes, because it's a
he knows.
playthrough. It's a
Yeah, he knows everything where it is, and here you can see the first platform from the other world, and it's moving because it's more obvious to the player that he has to jump on
to
it.
jump. It's like an elevator, and you know that if there is an elevator, you kind of have to get on it.
Okay, now he has to remember that he can push.
Yes, the thing that he learned before the
And
intro
exactly, and combine, like make a combination.
of pushing and pulling and
Pushing.
opening the portal
Yeah.
to see what he has.
So
next.
this is like a
Continuation of the tutorial.
exactly, like understand how to combine to use the portal with other elements.
Yep.
Okay, so one last question for tonight. You guys are prepared for a delayed release if something happen? Me personally, I have a word. A delayed game can be good, great, or perfect, but a bad one stay forever bad.
We will see when the time comes. Because
We hopefully don't.
We hopefully we won't have to delay, but in the game industry things happen, so it's just not 100% promises that we will not have a delay. But we are planning to release it on time. So when we are prepared to work to release it on time and to make it a good game. But life is life; you never know. So.
Yeah. Okay, so did the crystal that gives Soli the power originally belong to the evil forces? No, the crystals are from this world, and
they have the power to make to keep those worlds separate.
Yeah.
Separated. The evil world from the good world is kept apart by crystals. Once all the crystals are broken, scattered around, this separation is in danger, and
isn't like in Thanos, like
probably something like
Avengers.
Like Avengers
you
are
have
trying
the globe with all the crystals.
yes,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. So crystals. Good. So now we advance. In the portal, she's opened the portal. I don't know why.
Here should have been the centipede.
Yeah,
This is the moment where the centipede should fall from the sky, from the ceiling,
yes.
just to creep you out.
But it's okay. You learn that you can bypass these pillars, And
by placing the portal, and it teaches you that you cannot close the portal while you are in one
them.
pillar.
Yeah, and it's just about putting the portal at the right place. And now this is another part where you have to do a series of jumps. It's a little bit hard, I know, but we plan to make the learning curve easier, smoother, and add another puzzle between them. So this level will definitely change a bit. Okay, now you have this. One more thing I want to say here is that you can complete this series of obstacles in 4 ways.
Different ways.
Yeah, so you can go. You can go over here and open the portal from here, or you can go down and open the portal in air. You can
open and close them fast.
Or jumping on the platform and open it fast and.
There are several ways to complete this.
So it's up to any user how he wants to complete the game. It's their decision and skill. Okay, now these spikes are not meant to kill you.
Yep.
We put them just to
block your way.
To block away and don't go back. And you will meet the second monster.
Yep.
Which can be transformed. And here is one of the puzzles. You see that it's transforming in a box, so you can see that the portal affects the monsters as well. Their behavior, yes. And you have to do a puzzle here. Oh, he got away. So the puzzle here is that the obstacle is that you have to jump here to continue your road, and you cannot complete it without the box. So you
need the box.
You need the box. It's really easy puzzle.
Once you figure out what to do, it's really easy to complete.
Yeah.
But it takes time to figure it out.
Not. If you are a puzzle player, it's really easy.
Depending on the player, yes.
Yeah.
So when passing through that gate, Soli loses his power because he enters the hub where he has where there is no magic and the portal is not available in the hub. So it's just another safe place where the evil world cannot enter and tame the good world. So.
Yeah.
This is what the gate
and you'll see later that the gate also changes the portal and how the portal behaves. And here you meet the guy from the village. You can see that we also made his books,
maps.
The maps behind them really big, so you can
tell that it's the guy in charge with maps.
Yeah.
And orientation in the game.
Yeah. So. Good. So that's one of how we design the characters, as I told you. Like, emphasize something from them. And here you enter the hub, right?
The sacred place, the sacred hub.
You see some of the villagers that escaped from the massacre, and they are trying to figure out what this monolith do, and try to understand what attacked their world. Okay, and here you have another element. The vines. Yeah, and you can climb on them. And what we did here, like for a design perspective, you have to know that you can climb on them on the first world. So you climb, and advance. Now it's this guy that try to understand what is that structure, ancient structure.
Monument.
Yeah, monument.
Behind him.
And here you can take on both paths, like
yes, you have
below
a crossroad,
or
and
above.
it's up to you which path you will take. Which road you will take first.
And looks like he is going to jump here
And go to the other one.
and go to the other one.
Here we have to make a better visual cue.
Yeah.
Because people are scared to jump into the fountain, but we'll clarify it.
And here they have the second portal, which gives you night vision, and they are in some dark places.
The catch of this portal is that you can see a larger area when you are not moving. Once you start moving, the area where you can see shrinks very fast. So you have to plan in advance. You have to wait a bit, see what monster lurking in the dark, and plan in advance your actions, moves.
I think this was the first time he died in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this puzzle was a bit difficult for many users because they try to push the border into the spider, and that's obviously not the way you
block
and you have, because that will be really easy, and you have to do it in another way. So this figure out that he can jump over it from a higher place. But we plan to make the spider a little bit bigger,
so it will be more obvious that you cannot
jump directly from him, and make that cliff much more like a trampoline.
Like a trampoline, so people will understand, will feel that they need to jump from that.
So we have a question: how many different kind of portals are you planning to include in the game? Right now we have implemented 6. I believe, or 5?
In the demo, we have 3 portals.
3 portals.
Yes, but we have already developed another 3.
Yeah.
So we have totally of 6 portals, and we are planning to add 4 more.
Yeah. So we think like 10, and we are also considering doing some puzzles. We didn't yet, where you can use different portals to solve it, like
to choose which portal to use for that particular puzzle,
so
but
maybe
later in the game.
Maybe you can use the first portal for the first half of the puzzle,
and then switch to another one, and so on. But we have to figure out the way the user know how to switch the portals and which portal to choose.
Yeah. So we don't have any puzzles right now that used to.
It's just an idea, when we will make more research on it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens. He gets another piece of crystal that gives.
It's the first piece of crystal.
Yeah, that gives him the power for that monolith.
Yes.
He
collects the first piece for that monolith to open the door. It's like
okay, and here he will
return.
Teleport. I see that this monolith is for teleporting reasons. And now he has 1 crystal, and that guy from the village, from the hub, asks him for 2 pieces, so he already has 1.
He tells him that he needs to go back and look for another piece.
Okay, I don't know why he's turning back. Okay. Maybe he thought that is something else here. One thing we didn't tell you is that we have a map which is implemented, but it's not ready for the demo. Like
it's partially ready, so we decided not to include it in the demo because it was not accurate enough.
Exactly.
So it needs more work.
Okay, so here, the second path, you have more vines to get used to with what they do. And here is another design issue, game design, level design. So you have the first vine, which is really easy to jump on it. Here, the second
It's a bit farther.
It's a bit further, but if you don't make it, you can go. If
Go
you
down.
can fall.
Fall and then try again. It's not. It will not kill you. It will
Yes.
not affect you.
And here you have some emotions because you have spikes over.
Yes.
On
And
the-
if you fall from this one, it's kind of
Yeah,
bad.
you'll die. Okay, now you get the portal, and when you open, you see that the vine is turning into spikes.
Yep.
So that's why that vine is there, to see what happens in the second world. And we have this puzzle, which is a bit
platforming,
hard
but it's more for platforming skills.
Yeah, where you have to open and close the portal in F because the water is killing you on the.
Because this is deep water and it will kill you.
Yeah. Okay, and he jumps and open, and he now sees the platform here. He obviously jump on the vine.
So here in the cave, the user learned that he can jump out of the portal. That it doesn't really have to stay all the time in the portal. You can open and place it strategically, or use it in a way so you can jump out of it and still make the puzzle. Depends.
Okay, now he's going to the anti-gravity portal.
Yep. And reverse gravity.
Reverse gravity.
So this is one of the most players were surprised because they didn't expect this mechanic.
Yeah.
So they were just like, "Wow, what just happened?"
Exactly. And we have like 2 puzzles here or 3. This is just to understand that you can
Walk on the basilic.
Yeah. And that road is blocked there. Hi, come on. Okay.
Yes, we made the plants react to the player, so it would be more responsive. So the game would feel more responsive. And
You mean
yes, we have more plants that we'll add in the future. Here is a gathering of the mushrooms, yellow mushrooms, but we will have more flowers and plants that interact with the character.
Okay, so here you have the lever on the ceiling, and you have to open the door, and it's a time-based puzzle. Like if you don't move really quickly,
fast enough, you might not make it.
Yeah, like this guy did. So he opens, you have to close and the portal really fast. Now here it's a bit of leap of faith.
It's a design flaw, we will try to fix
it. And you have here it's, I really like that part. It's platforming stuff. You have to use the gravity to flow through the air and reach.
The gravity together with some inertia that you receive from the fall.
So you have spikes below you and above you, and you have to use the right amount of inertia and gravity to move to the level. And I don't know if you see that, but this here is a monster statue behind. You
It's
can see
not
the
very
eye.
clear, but you can see it's upside down.
Yeah.
It's a demonic statue. Some eyes of the
I
horns.
don't know how many people saw it.
I don't think many of them saw it. Just to focus on the puzzle and the platforming to actually see the.
Okay, now we have other elements like this platform that hides hides from the portal, and you can pass through it, and you will use it for the last puzzle. Okay, so. Okay, so let's see what happened here. We have this little monster that gets bigger.
That's one of my favorite monsters. It was inspired from the minions in Despicable Me, those little yellow minions. I wanted to feel like that little mean and stupid monster. So I love this monster. Sergio not so much, but I do love it. I do love it.
I didn't like it because it was too flat, and
We'll have to redesign it a bit, but the idea of the monsters, I like this little stupid monster like cockroaches. It's mean, but barely
Yeah.
harmful.
okay. So here is another part of the anti-gravity. So you have two ways to solve it. You have a harder way of platforming, like jumping over this monster without gravity,
Yes, you
or
have to
use gravity and go below it.
use a very tight jump over the monster, or
But yeah, I like that. It's much easier to do it.
I wouldn't say much easier, but it's
You have
another
to
way
discover,
to do it.
yeah. And now you have to take that crystal and you have to use your inertia and
And the
gravity and the portal to fall under that bridge. So let's see what is going to do. I didn't see this video before, so okay. So he's opened that door, which is permanent, and right now, yeah, it's going to. Oh, that's
He
good.
discovered quite fast
Yeah.
how to get the crystal.
Okay, so it was about going up and then
Falling down,
fall down
then
and open really
open the
fast.
portal when you are just about to hit the ground, so you can
Use
use the inertia and go under the bridge.
Okay, now he's turning back. Here is a bit of backtracking, but we let's see if he's going to the special puzzle. No, he's not. We have
Okay.
another puzzle.
There is another puzzle there, just for those who are just
Want to
want
discover
to
more? Yes.
discover and experience more of this world.
So this was kind of a speed run.
A speedrun, and quite focused on completing the challenge, the
Yeah.
design,
Oh, he's going to underworld now, but
because he didn't know he had.
okay, now he's going to the hub and returning the crystals to open those doors. Okay, and now his mission is complete, and this is the end of the demo.
Well, he enters the hub and meets Brom.
Yes, and Brom is one wizard that was kept here by the evil forces, and he didn't.
One of the oldest and the most powerful of the wizards. He was
Yeah.
kept sealed there, so he could not fight
The evil forces. Exactly. And he will be like a mentor for you
Yep.
in the game.
Throughout
Like,
the game, he will give you advice and guidance.
and why did I say that it's like Diablo? Because it's like Decker Kane.
Oh,
From-
I
yeah.
haven't played Diablo.
It's like Decker Kane of Unbound. Okay, so that was the demo.
Yes.
So if you have any other
There
questions,
is 3 secret places. You only have found 2. That you can go and look for the third one.
yeah. Okay, so 84 views. $1,500.
Yep.
Time to go hunting. Yeah, exactly.
For that second place.
Okay, another thing that I would like to discuss with you guys and with Olga is the fan art contest.
Yep, it was
And
a great response. We are
we have
really
here-
humbled and happy
Come up a bit closer.
about the response we got for the art contest.
Okay, so we start with we tweet all of them, and we are really thank you that you participate in this contest. And everybody who participates will get the digital book.
Yep.
And
We
what
will
else?
ask
And
to allow us to publish their works in our book. There will be a special section in it with fan art, and we will ask each and every one of the participants to allow us to publish their work because it means a lot to us.
yeah.
We really
So
like it.
your art can be so already 1,000 people pledge, and some of them will get.
Most of them
Yeah,
will get the digital copy of the art book. Yes.
and your work will be there, and all the credits will be in the book. So all the backers will be also in the book.
Will be a special page, a section, probably 2 or 3 pages with all the backers.
Okay, so before we go to the art, Zarnot, what about the map? How will that work? So the map will reveal your path. It's like fog of war. You don't see
where you have been, where you have to go to get how many crystals you have left, how many crystals you've already collected.
There are special cues on the map.
Yes, just to help the users not get lost in the game, because we noticed that in this demo quite a lot of players got lost at the crossroad between underground and reverse gravity. So
it's like a Metroidvania. Really have to have a map, in my opinion. I know that Trine didn't have a map, but
no, I think it will be helpful, a map, and also we will work better on visual cues, so they will be more obvious to the people and they will not get lost anymore in the game.
Okay, so now to the contest.
Okay.
If you have any other questions regarding the demo or
shoot.
Yeah. So this was the winner. It was voted the most. Olga, since you have the eye and the artist, what can you say about the winner?
Well, it's quite impressive. It's a very dynamic image, which is what I loved. It really have the feeling of movement in it, and immediate danger, and all the spiders, like you feel that they are crawling up to the soil, and the portal is also quite dynamic, and all this movement, it brings it alive. It's alive, and it has a very good impact on the viewer. It really makes the viewer understand that it's about two worlds, and the good one and the bad one and the evil one. And basically, it translates what the game is about. So this is why it was most popular. It's very beautifully rendered. It's absolutely beautifully rendered.
Can you say what technique it's used? Because I don't know.
It's not about technique. It is made in style of Unbound. It's quite close to the style of Unbound, and I think it's Photoshop. I'm about 90% sure that it is Photoshop, and it's just beautiful. Just beautiful.
Okay, and I'm really curious. How did she did that white?
I guess we'll have to ask her, because there's a number of ways you can do this. You can use Photoshop custom brushes, or you can use another image and just overlay it with all the layer styles until you get the desired effect. It's quite a number of ways you can achieve that. I don't know which one she chose and used.
Okay. Yeah, so congratulations to Diana Sima.
Diana Sima. Thank you, Diana.
Dakari Art. You can follow her on. I think I pronounce. Okay.
Probably yes.
Yeah, and the second was Christina. The runner-up, which has this amazing and cute. I say cute because Soli is cute over here, and spiders are ugly. Ugly in the sense that are scary. Sorry.
What is interesting, particularly about this image, about this piece of work, that even though she didn't use the actual color palette from the game, you still can feel the Unbound flair of it. The spikes, you can recognize that they are from Unbound. The main character, the spiders, you can really recognize that they are from Unbound, which is a very good achievement.
Okay, anything else about?
It's about,
I like that those butterflies add more to.
and it's epic.
The feeling.
It's also dynamic. You feel like a windy weather there. So
What would I like to see more in this picture was the portal. I feel like it's not like missing, but I don't know.
well, not necessarily,
Okay.
but it has a good composition.
And we also have these sketches,
Some sketches.
yeah, which are really great
Yep.
as well. So good job, Christina. It's really beautiful. Then we have
An older version of Soli.
no, but where is third place? I think it's
Gogonia, Gabriela Gogonia.
Twitter. Which Twitter?
It's also on Discord.
Hey, look, that's Warrior Orb. It's made by Bumpy. It's a guy from Brush Up Now. Go now.
Gabriela.
But it's not like that on Twitch.
Discord. On Discord we have.
Okay, on Discord. Discord fan art contest. So we have here is Gabriela work.
Work. Yes.
And what can you say? These colors are really alive. Like
Yes, it's a really vibrant
Yeah.
image and very lively. And I love how she captured the minions, my
The
lovely
minions, right.
minions. Yes, these ones that are running after Soli. And it's really nice. I really absolutely love this aspect of the image and all of it. It's very nice, very beautiful.
yeah, we find her on Discord. It's Gabriela 02. If Dakari wrote that.
Okay.
Where you can find it. Okay, so now we also have other works. Like this is Litish entry. It's like Alien Soli,
Alien Soli or older Soli, I don't know.
Soli, and he's
Grown
flying.
up.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about something or having
No,
an
I
idea.
think he didn't know that the portal will make him fall.
Ah, okay. The portal opened beneath him and he
Yeah.
falls.
It looks like it's coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's nice.
Yeah, I really like the Soli, the older Soli. Okay, now we have Funaway Guy, which is he is from Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really like how he split Soli
Into
into yes.
with Soli, he split the world into two places and
Yeah.
made Arrow, and it's nice.
Yeah, really nice. Funaway Guy is an amazing artist from Australia. Okay, then we have Diana Nemeshu, and this has a special mention.
In on our Discord community.
I really like the colors, like the portal and the butterfly are amazing.
I like that she captured the butterfly because I think a lot of people missed it in the trailer, the butterfly. But it symbols the fragility of it's a symbol of fragility of the Soli's world. It's like beautiful, but it's so easily destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that she saw this butterfly and used it in her art.
Yes, and Soli is also really cute here, like
Yeah.
small and
So big eyes.
and it looks like he wants to kill that creature with the butterfly, right?
No, he looks like
That's-
he wants to
that's-
save the butterfly. It's just like to me, it's like he's telling you, fly away, fly
Ah,
away,
no, for me,
escape.
for me it's
Go
like Pokemon, like go Pokemon and
and kill.
yeah. Okay, then we have Cancer Mesme. He is from Morocco.
Morocco.
Morocco,
Oh,
yeah. And he did an amazing job on Soli. I really like this version of Soli.
it's like banda de fantasy.
Uh,
Comic style.
Comic style, yeah.
I really like it.
Yes, it's like little poop poop poop.
Yep.
It's
It's awesome.
it's have a feeling of a game, but I can't remember. Uh, and it's like low poly. If you look at his eyes and
Yep.
yeah. Then we have Ricodo. By the way, you can check them on Steam.
Yep.
Yeah, it's friends of ours. We already told. Then we have Dagmara. I don't know who is she or her. She or him. Sorry, I'm a bit
Like,
mild. This is also amazing. I like how are the shadows and the fire.
yes.
It's
Surrounding the character,
yeah.
and the character is isolated by this spotlight,
Mhm.
and it's really immersive.
Yes, and the shadings are really good.
The
as
shades, and he also used the butterfly. I love it.
Dagmara Maciel. I don't know from which country is she or it. She or
He or she.
he. Ah, okay. Oh my god. So that's not why I'm not good at streaming.
Yep. He started a lot.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
also-
So what about this is Lucy Jess from
Yes,
UK.
yes.
Lucy Jess.
I like how she inverted the worlds.
Yeah.
See, in the portal you have the good world, and outside the portal you have the bad world. It's unlike the actual demo in Unbound. You will have something like that
Yeah,
in our game, but
we already have a portal like that, but it's not in the demo.
yep. And it's nice how she used these flowers like we used in the cave.
Yeah. Saturday.
And he made a neon Soli,
Yeah.
which I love. It's like a Tron version of Soli.
Yeah.
I love it.
And this is his game. He's working on it right now. It's called Vector,
Okay.
and it's not ready yet, but
But Soli is already in there.
in that, yeah. So okay. Then we have Red Saber, which is she is going to do the plushie,
The flashy, yes.
and she also did some art for Unbound.
Yep.
What I like about this are the flowers and the little kitties.
The kitties.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of the coloring book. It's like
Yeah.
to me it was like especially because she gave us a non-colored version of it. It's like okay, I want to print it out and just color it with the pencils. So it's what I love. I grew up with those a lot
Yeah.
of coloring books, so I'm quite nostalgic about them.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is from the trailer.
Yep.
Yes, and the kitties are already
The
scared.
first frame from the trailer when kitties are seeing the arrow and the attack, and everyone freaks out. And
Yeah.
so,
So good job, Red Saber.
Yep.
We really liked it. And she also gave us the non-colored version,
Yep.
and we are thinking to take that at a convention and let
people color.
people color. Yes, that's amazing. But we need her permission.
Yep.
I don't know if she's here.
She was.
There she is. Yeah. So Red Saber, we were talking about you.
We're talking about you. We'll contact you in private message to ask for your permission.
Okay, then we have this one.
And this one I loved that they captured the wall. I mean, wall.
The wall and
The wall in
yeah.
the village. I worked a lot for that wall, and I was very proud of myself how it turned out to be. And seeing that someone also observed this wall and captured it in the fan art, for me was like
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it.
Yep.
So the name is Samira.
Samira. Thank you,
Hey,
Samira.
I very rarely use this Twitter. Okay, so this is Julia Maria. She's my girlfriend, and she one the day we announced the
The day we announced the
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
art contest, it was a voting day here in Romania. It was a very big day for us, and turned out that a lot of people went out to vote, and it was quite great outcome from that vote. And so she made a militant Soli
Yeah.
that incite people to go out and vote. So we appreciate it very much.
And she did it with colors. How do they call it in English?
Crayons.
Crayons? Okay.
Crayons or pencils, colored
Pencils,
pencils.
yeah. So this is not Photoshop.
Yep. Well, the media was for anyone to choose how they want to create the art. It didn't have to be on software or digital.
Yeah.
It might have been painted or drawn or.
Okay, so I think that's it.
Yep.
This is the statue, the printed statue. Okay, so that's it about
Fan art.
the fan art.
We loved everyone, each and every
Oh
piece
wait,
of art.
there are many here because
There are
not
more?
no, some of them were not on Twitter. Okay, this was
Okay.
really nice as well.
Yes.
Like that spider is huge. Spider is
It captured the spider's main characteristic. It should be huge and scary and black as night, and
yeah.
you should run away from it.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
will eat you alive.
Okay, I didn't quite understand this one, but
Yes.
it's
I didn't quite understand it either, but it is in our contest, and we will contact the artist for the permission to publish it.
It's like raining,
Yep.
and here
We
it's
will also would like for the artist to write a bit of description so we could understand it better.
I think
I'm sorry.
I think it's like a puzzle, and she wants to
Probably it will.
send us some message.
We are too dumb to understand.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Sorry's outline, but don't know. Okay, what else was here, and we didn't capture. Was
Okay.
this one?
This one.
Which I really like the cars. Like looks like a picture from the 60s.
Okay.
But why?
Very pastel-like.
Yeah, like pastel. Like I have some really old books at home, and
They look
they
quite-
have pictures like with the same shading.
Yep. And I also like that in this picture, Soli feels more like a girl. Or it's just me, or to me it seems more like a girl in this. Although Soli is not gender defined, it's not a boy or a girl. Every player will have to decide what they would like it to be, boy or a girl. But in this particular one, I think it's more like a girl.
Okay, this one, which was also in our mentions.
Yeah, this one is amazing. Also,
I really
love-
like the portal.
the portal, and also the fact that it's quite dynamic. Yeah, you can see the wind, and it's like a storm around the Soli, and it's very nice.
And what I really like about it was the shading for the Soli. It's like he's so real, right?
Yep. And it makes it stand out a lot from the flat background.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's really nice. Okay, so that was it about the fan art. If you have any other questions, what's there? No question.
Great artist.
So now let's check the Kickstarter. What's 1,002 backers,
Hey,
but some.
getting
Oh,
closer.
3, 2. Oh, someone retweet his plate.
Okay, thank you very
Right.
much.
So do you? That's why it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Like people retreat and cancel,
Or
better say,
increase.
or increase, and
You never know what. Every time you hit refresh, you never know what will be displayed on the page.
Okay, are there any plans for Soli t-shirts, and when can I get one? I have one on me, like this is.
This
I
is
don't know,
a
yeah.
unbound t-shirt, but we'll have to update the design and probably think of the some of. It will make a great hoodie. I think a hoodie will be better than a t-shirt, but we'll have to decide.
Yes.
Probably close to the release of the game, we'll make some t-shirts, but not for now. We didn't have time to make a good design for t-shirts.
And what we tried on this Kickstarter was to stay away
From physical
rewards because they are really expensive to create them.
Because we have to create in the small numbers.
Yeah.
So it's quite expensive to create, handle, and then ship them. So we didn't want to sell physical stuff. We needed to fund amount. That was the main reason for this Kickstarter. Because t-shirts are easy to sell. That's not our purpose.
Yeah, exactly. But we can do it in the future.
We can make some t-shirts in the future, of course, for the
for
unbound fans.
Okay, so any other question you have for us? The Reaper 123. I know you have one question. I have to mention that the Reaper helped us with the trailer.
Video trailer, yes.
Yes.
It was so amazing. He stayed with us through bitter and worse, and through million of feedback we gave him, and tweaks on everything, on every frame and everything. So
yes, and
Alex, you were amazing. We really appreciate your effort.
And yeah, looks like our trailer is now at almost
12K views.
Yeah, it's 30.
30, almost.
Yeah, and this is the trailer, and Alex did all the amazing effects in After Effects.
Yes, and
for this.
And video editing and all the gameplay shots he shoot them and then edited them.
Yeah. So Olga did the animations for this part, and
the
animation
was made by me, but the trailer was made by Alex.
Yeah. So what we tried to achieve with the trailer when it's at the gameplay was to keep the character in the same place on the screen, more or less. Like your eyes shouldn't go everywhere.
Firstly, with the trailer we wanted to engage people. We want to translate the message that the world is crumbling down and this world needs your help and urgency to act. This is the main thing we wanted to translate to the trailer, to transmit. No, okay.
Yeah.
I lost my words. So, but the second, technically, one of the difficult aspects to achieve was to, in the gameplay videos, to keep the Soli every time in the same position on the screen, even if the background changes. So it would be consistent and the viewer could follow the action smoothly and not look all over for the character. Where is it? Where is it now? In the right corner or in the left corner. So he did a great job and he did achieve that.
Okay, everyone. So if there are any other questions, does Olga have some Romanian artists, creators, animators she loves?
I do have, but I also have a quite bad memory of names. So if you will allow me to to check my Facebook page, because I'm stalking them on my Facebook page, I will write their names in this chat, but I'm terrible of naming them. But there are a lot of artists, Romanian artists that I love and follow.
The the best one are those who created some art from Unbound.
Of course, they are always the best, the best.
Yeah. What else? So we went through the demo and explained how we thought and the level design. We went through all the art submissions. If you have any other questions regarding the Kickstarter, now is the time to do it. And thank you very much that 23 people are here with us.
Yes. Are you still awake?
Yeah, it's not that that late. It's
10:34 p.m.
Yeah.
Bucharest time, but
in
GMT.
Yeah, I think at Red Saber it's like 8 p.m. 8
okay.
a.m. in the morning.
Okay. So good morning.
Yeah. We would like to explain again the Unbound World. No. How is it called? Unbound Tour? World Tour.
World Tour.
Sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. Final goal, reach add-ons. I forgot where we announced. New special add-ons, fan art. No, here, no, fan art.
You are boring the people.
I hope not. Okay, so here are the add-ons. Unbound World Tour, here it is. Okay, so here is the Soli materials, and we want you to ask to join. Sorry, to join this event because we like to see Soli going through to many of you and take a picture with it. Like we want to make a.
We also would really like to see the pictures of you with Soli. It's like meeting you in person for us. So it would be nice if you make a selfie of it. Even if you don't want us to publish it on social media, we really would like to know you.
Yeah, so if you want to join this event, you have to join Discord, and there you write your city and your country, and that's how you enter the event.
The event, yes.
Yeah. And I wanted to. Okay. No. Okay, so this was our last update, where for the stretch goals, which are really close to it.
We're really close to 40k stretch goals, so we wanted to add some more content beside the second ending. So we decided to add a pet. For Soli that will greet you when you enter the game. So this is the pet we decided Soli will have. We really should stress out that it will not be a companion because we have a special Kickstarter tier for the companion. It will not be a companion, but it will be a pet that you will have a special quest.
Yeah.
And this pet will have a role in your journey. Only it will not be a companion.
Yes, and hopefully the stretch goal will be hit, and we have this in the game. Visual storytelling. Okay, another thing that people, I cannot stress that enough, how much they love that. So I remember that we went to Comic-Con this year. And people told me, hey, where are the
cutscenes?
The cutscenes.
People remember the cutscenes from the old trailer, so from the old demo. So we thought better, and we decided that we will be telling the story, part of the story from the cutscene. So there will be more visual storytelling and some visual gems for every player hidden now and there.
And we also thinking that if you collect some and save some optional characters, you will get more of this.
Yep.
So you can make the rewards much bigger for you. Like, hey, I saved that and I got a new portion of the story that I didn't know about. Okay, and lastly we have the add-ons. We have the hand-painted card. Ola, can you tell us about?
The hand-painted card will be watercolor on paper made by me. Each and every card will be different. It will not have the same design for every card. So the thing is, it will have a message from myself and Sergio written in it, and it's cheaper to ship.
Yeah.
And will be something handmade personally by me.
And a beautiful message from us.
And a message
like
from us. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, and then we have the Soli statue, which is hand.
It will be printed, 3D printed,
yes.
and then painted, because it will have to be a colored one.
But if you want, you can choose to paint it yourself.
Yes, we will contact everyone who will get the Soli, will get the Soli statue, and we'll ask in advance if they want the already painted statue or they want to try their hand on Soli and maybe make some new design on it.
And then we have the 1+1 key, where if you already have the Steam key, for example, if you pledge for one, then if you want another key for a friend or for Switch, you can buy another key, and you also get the Poland Ball, which was our first game. And the Poland Ball is about $3, and you can get the Unbound
and Poland Ball for $15 together as an add-on. And then we have the book, the
printed
hardcover art book. It will be made in a very limited edition, because we only print only the number of books that will be what we have pledges for.
And the contest,
for the winner of the contest, that's all. There will not be printed any more books like that. So the price is so high because whenever you choose to make a very good quality, but only in a very limited edition, the price is skyrocket.
Yeah, and it has over 100 pages.
Yes, it will be 150 pages. My first estimation, but it may be very +10, -10. I don't know.
And I'm really hyped that people also getting the credits of the book and the credits of the game as well.
Yep.
Yes, because you helped us a lot. Okay, so we think that, it has been saying, we hope that we will reach the 40K and the second ending.
And we're glad we made this stream. We're glad we got to know you closer a bit. We are happy that you sat with us through the stream, and maybe you learned something new about Unbound. Maybe we clarified some, I don't know, mysteries about the game. And we will be also online on Discord, on Facebook, on Twitter. If there are any more questions and you want to reach to us, we are open.
Yes, we are really friendly. Hopefully.
We are trying to be as friendly as possible.
Yes. So we have a question. When, around what age did you guys know you want to do what we are currently doing? Development, art?
Art. I knew that I wanted to do art from my first grade. I was 6 years old that time. I went to school 6 years. So this was a moment when I knew I wanted to do art in life. But game development came quite later in life. It was about when I graduated my master's degree. I got a job at Electronic Arts Romania, and that's when I knew that this is the industry for me, and I never left the industry since then.
Okay. And for me, I started programming at a young age. I was in 5th grade. My father is also a programmer, and he introduced me to programming. And somewhere in high school, I started to look into. I really loved games, and I was curious what's behind them and how can I do the same
The same thing.
logic and things. Yeah,
To recreate a game.
to recreate a game. And the first game I did it was a Snake, but it was on the PC and the Pac-Man and some Heroes 3 Combat. Yeah. And after that, I got hired during my university in the 2nd year, but on a web, not
As a
design,
web developer.
web developer, yeah. And it was kind of fun. I really like that too. But gaming is more closer to
your heart.
to my heart, yeah. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Because I need to drink some water, if you don't mind. My
I
throat
think
is.
we're gonna close
Yeah, you
for
are.
today. I have to get home.
Yeah. In case you don't know, Olga has 2 little children.
Yes, I have 2 sons.
Yeah. Tell us about them a bit. What are their names?
My oldest son his name is Darius, and he's a huge fan of Unbound. And he constantly draws Soli. Each time he has the chance, he draws Soli everywhere. And my youngest one is Dominic, and he doesn't draw yet, but he sings every time he gets. And when he hears the soundtrack from Unbound, I'm sure that he will be singing that too, like a lot.
Yeah, so we should be bigger now because it's the end of the streaming. I don't know if it's something else you want to share with us or send to us. I don't know.
We'll be still here tomorrow, so
Yes.
on Discord, on Twitter, on Facebook, anywhere you feel safe, feel okay to reach us.
Michael, do you have something to say from America? Michael was the first backer for Unbound.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
There was a lot of talking on Discord that you took. There are people on Discord who really wanted to be the first backers. So once they saw that you took the first place, we were like, just missed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but thank you. Be the first one to trust us.
Yeah, so Michael's goal was to be, he backed lots of projects on Kickstarter, and his dream was to be the first backer on some project. And
Okay, so you
It happens to
came
be-
through
Yeah.
with us. We are so happy about it.
Yeah, why we are blur again?
The camera is terrible.
The camera, I think. Okay, so let's see if we can finish that. Okay, so see you tomorrow, I guess.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll smash that 40K hit.
It's straight.
Hit or smash?
Hit.
Hit the 40K and the second ending stretch goal.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
It
You're awesome.
was amazing. I didn't
Yeah.
talk like that for a long time.
Yeah, but it was nice. It was our first stream, and we are happy that it went quite well, in our opinion. So,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye. How I stop doing?